Gyan
To be
kar.
peaceful no, to be still in any action, to be active in any stillness, something
Yes,
like this.
yes. So that's what I thought, that I should take up the verse number 19 again. It says, Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjita. Yasya sarve samarambha. You wake up in the morning, you are aware that I'm going to do it not for the sake of desire, not for the sake that I am the doer, but for the sake of nitya karma. Normal. And then we will go. Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa vivarjita. Another way to explain this, it says leave all the karma. Forget about it. Then what happens? Jnanagni dagdha karmanam. You burn that idea that I am the doer, I am seeking the fruits in the fire of knowledge. What happens? That person is known as awakened or wise or the highest seeker. I can use the three words. Tamahu panditam buddha. Buddha. Buddha means wise. So here the wise word is used as a seeker. So if we open up this verse, first thing that we should reflect: can I renounce all my actions? The answer is no. But I should be very clear. I should renounce couple of karmas. I should not be angry, agitated, duality, and why to have a duality and a conflict? But karma cannot come to an end in any human life. So sannyasa of karma is not possible. One. Sannyasa of karma is not natural. Two. Sannyasa of karma is not natural too. That is how Krishna begins explaining this. So who wants to drop fruits of an action? If I drop the fruits of an action, yes, it is possible. I'll continue doing the work. Then the second level comes doership. So is the doership living in the body or the mind? It is living in the mind. It is always living in the mind. I think I'm doing it for me. I think that I'm doing. You just told me. I'll be moving to my house. Now examine this. Moving to, that is okay. My house. There is the problem. Can you show me where that my is present in that house?
So house belongs to Shiva. It's part of Prakriti.
Yes, but we have to start from here. My honey. Today I will examine where that my is present in that honey. Honey is a beautiful woman, girl, intelligent, wise, doing everything. But where is the my is present in that honey? Same way, where is that my is present in the body, in the mind, in the intellect? No. Another problem is that which I covered, but I want to go little with more clarity. So the Gita, Ma Krishna is saying that sannyasa of karma is possible, provided we drop what we drop. Kama sankalpa vivarjita. Kam means desire. Sankalp means from where the desire comes by liking and disliking. Vivarjita, dropping. What do you mean? But I cannot leave the karma. So what he is pointing to? So then he uses the word fire of knowledge. Knowledge, fire of knowledge. So if you answer, I do nothing, people will make fun of you. Oh, the very first question you meet a stranger, what's your name? Okay, and what's your profession, occupation, or what you do? But if you tell them, I do nothing. In the beginning, I experimented with lot of people. They say, what you do? I do nothing. So how you live? I say, I'm living here and now, the way I'm living. So some people told me that this guy is crazy. This guy is really crazy. If he's really doing nothing, then it means he might be abnormal. So outside everything is okay. We are not changing anything else. Society may say that you are useless, you are worthless. So now see that understanding is required here. I maintain my awareness. What you do, I am a business professional. The moment I say I am a business professional, there the knowledge must be there inside, and outside whatever I say is good. Internally I maintain my awareness. Oh, karma, I enjoy. So I introduce myself with happiness. Okay, no, yes, I'm a business professional. Finished.
But question of who are you? It's usually directed to your social function.
That is the problem associated with the karma. Now see another example. You meet a stranger, what you do? No, the real self does nothing and I'm the real self. They will say he's the craziest guy. So I have to first I have to find my real self, one, but at the same time I'm living in a society with people, and the society follows the unconscious approach. So my response outside is different than what I am inside. Are you getting it? How sannyasa of karma will take birth. So now we are going deeper. One thing is sure, that every karma that we do, every action that there is bound to be result, good or bad. Fruit is always there. And the fruit will create next karma. The next karma will create a birth of the body. And body is the cause of suffering. I want to bring an end to this birth and the death cycle of the body. That is where we are attacking. Our goal is that. Am I ready to take next birth in the body? Examination. When I examine my day-to-day life, I see, come on, this body cannot live in the perfect, healthy state. Do whatever you want to do. Health and the illness are dynamic states. I eat instant food, so the result will be, dividend will be given to this body after a few years. Heart attack, etc., or something like this. So you see that cycle. I have to examine this body completely, fairly, deeply and I find out, the result is that this body cannot live in a perfect, healthier state. And if it does not live into that, I have to perform a karma. And karma will definitely give me a result, good and bad, sins and virtues. That is what we covered before. And now that cycle continues. So it means I have to do karma. That is what level of ignorance comes into even the wisest people. At the age of 80 years, what you are doing? I am retired, but now I am still earning money by stock and shares. Can you bring something to an end? Enough is enough. No. No, I married 5th time. Come on. Kama sankalpa vivarjita. Desire, sankalpa needs to be dropped. There must come to a state. So now see that now I am dividing, we are understanding that what karma I should bring to an end, but still other karmas are left. Karma is life, life is karma. That is another part that we are understanding. So relationship with, now see that is another point that I want to repeat it. I am related to the world through the body. How are you? Means my mind referring to the body. You are a student and I am a teacher. References the body. But internally, I know that. I need not to ask, how are you? But I have to do the karma. So we cannot live the social life, professional life, family life without the body. And the relationship with the body causes the karma. Body is a real agent between the world outside and between the real self. Now we understand. Go to another understanding. Real self is here, body is here, and the world is here. When someone asks you, how are you? He is not asking, how is the real self?
Except Guru. If Guru asking who are you, it's different.
It's a different, definitely. You see that, can I live into that wisdom? Your life becomes a fun and play. Every activity becomes fun and play. Oh, you are crazy. Oh, he is referring to the body. No doubt. I am more crazy than you think. You are right. Because internally, my knowledge says that no one can give me a certification that I am crazy or I am good. I get appreciation, I get a reward. Who gets the reward? The body gets a reward. Who is punished? This guy who is a criminal killed 50 people, he should be hanged. Who is hanged? Body is hanged. Have a clear understanding. Body is hanged. No, I love you so much. No, my body loves your body. No, Krishna uses fire of knowledge. Means the knowledge should become the instant fire living in the society, at the personal, professional, social life. And you see that you will be filled with the joy at every stage of your life, in every sector of your life, whether you're living a professional life, social life. Sometimes people say that, this beautiful girl, I just had a session, groups, and, and I have a lot of stress, and then she started crying. How the real self has to see that girl is crying? Internally. I see it is a matter of ignorance. So the moment I say it is a matter of ignorance, I don't have any sympathy. But outside, if the person is near me, so I will definitely pat his or her shoulder. But there is nothing sympathy, there is no empathy. I am waiting to bring your tears down so that I can talk to you, if you are ready to listen. But outward behavior appears the same, but internal behavior, internal aspect, oh, you are crying because of ignorance. Continue crying. What is the solution? Remove the ignorance. Remove the ignorance. But you see that then there is another part. I'm bringing that part, but I'll bring it later. Understand that part is very important. The teacher in the Eastern wisdom are always full of compassion. Compassion is natural to them. But for a non-seeker or ordinary people, empathy, sympathy are normal to them. Why it is normal to them? If you ask why it is normal to them, because they are doing sympathy and empathy so that if they suffer, the society will do the same to them. So they are creating a cycle. They are living into that cycle, and that cycle is full of ignorance. So if the Buddha doesn't say anything, you are suffering. I told you the story, and then we will come back to the same thing. A mother went to Buddha whose son died and asked, can you make the son alive? Buddha changed the topic. I will do it. First answer. So there is a consolation. You stop crying. And then there is another question. That will raise your wisdom. Can you tell me? Go and find out. In this village, if no one died in their house, I'll make your son alive. So that condition give a break to your ignorance. So that is the way the teaching. So come back, waking state. So first thing we should understand that real self, body, world outside. Recognition, we get recognition by karma. What you are doing, if you are doing nothing, you are worthless, not only to yourself, to the society. But it is related to the body. Now examine the waking state. Waking state, I am aware of the body. For all practical purposes in the society, this body is working. People feel that I am working. In dream state, body is not working, mind is working. In sleep state, neither the body and the mind is working. Can I separate myself from all the three states? One way. Another way. Can I separate myself from the body and the mind during the waking state? It is 100% possible. Now, when it is possible, then now ask yourself, what do you mean by insult, praise, appreciation, pleasure, profit, loss? It is all with reference to the body. When you say, I have $10 million in your bank account, it is definitely with reference to the body. It is not going to do anything to the mind. You don't know the body of a Bill Gates, and you and Bill Gates are eating in the same restaurant. So it is the mind that creates a lot of problems in our life. That is why we say mind is the cause of the problem, mind is the cause of the solution. See that? We come to this more or less the same principles. Well, now see that another part is also very important. I come to your house and ask your wife, where is Taurus? So he is sleeping. Means I don't meet you because you are sleeping. But who is sleeping? Body. Reference point is the body. Any kind of an appreciation, recognition, insult, praise, likes, dislikes pertains to the body. I should put this knowledge strongly in my intellect, and then I start working in my life. First point is very important. Every time you wake up in the morning, good. I have to go to the office. Yes, body has to go to the office. Thank you. I remember. I have to do this work. Okay, mind has to do this work. So when you start working like this, what will happen? The intellect will recognize that body is an instrument and I am not the body. Body is an instrument and I am not the body. Let the body continue to work. So now next question comes, okay, I understood that, but what to do to end the tradition of this body with me? See the extreme problem, if there is no body, there is no problem. But if there is no body, there is no evolution. So those people, even those who commit suicide, they have this feeling that they are not the body. But due to ignorance, that takes over them, and then they claim if there is no body, then there will be no problem. So let me bring an end to this body. So there is a lot of confusion in them. I get lot of people like this, and they say, no, you have to work with me. It is not a one-day session. No, my daughter is having a suicidal tendency. I said, no, it will happen. So once I am 100% clear that I am not the body, kill the body, nothing is going to happen. You get another body. So suicide is not a solution. It is the ignorance that has to be removed. That has to be removed. Now understand one thing. Now here from there our Krishna discovers the principle. It is very clear, not having the body, then there is no problem. No duality, no conflict. But question, no insult, no praise, no wealthy, no rich, no duality, no likes, dislikes, no sins and virtues if there is no body. Can I trick that I don't have a body? Answer is yes. And that trick takes us to reality. Trick should not be taken as a negative word here. It says yukti. My Guruji used to say yukti. Yukti means that I have to apply my intellect with the knowledge so that for all practical purposes I live into that state of nobody. And when I live into the state of nobody, I am not doing any karma. So it goes back to the nitya karma, because nitya karma is, there is no doer. I am not seeking any fruits of an action. So karma is being done, not being a doer. There is a way. Not being a doer is the feeling, is a thought, is a emotion in the mind. And if the mind changes that perspective, I am not doing anything. I have tricked that there is, I am not the body. Body is performing its own action. So let it perform its own action. That is what our master is saying. You see that if I go back to this verse, what a beautiful verse. Yasya sarve samarambha. Yasya sarve, all. What is all? Beginning of a karma. Beginning and end of a karma. Do you remember that we discussed about it? Check yourself. So I gave an indirect way to this verse. Do you remember I told you, yes, I know you will remember. I told you, check your mind. Is it in peace before doing, during the doing, and after doing? You remain as it is, before, during, and after the karma. So you are tricking the mind. Why you are tricking the mind? To remove the ignorance. What is the ignorance? I'm doing. So then I am the body. Then I will be tired and fatigued. Then I have to take rest. And I have to do it again the next day. I continue the cycle of birth and death. Today I have done wrongly. Tomorrow I will do it rightly. If I have done rightly, then tomorrow I will do it more right. And the journey continues. So what I'm looking for? Awareness before doing the work. Awareness during the working, that is nitya karma. And result? I live into the same state in the mind. So body is an instrument, I am not the body. Is there a way that I should dissociate myself with the body? Answer is yes. Nature dissociates ourselves with the body in deep sleep. If that can happen, that can also happen in our day-to-day life. There is another argument that normally people ask, and it is very clear. Clarity is already there in Gita. Can we bring an end to karma by karma? Answer is no. But it means if I cannot bring an end to karma by karma, should I leave all the karma? That is also not a possibility. No, it's all about fire of knowledge. You can just start living like this from today, from here and now. So both possibilities are not there. I cannot bring an end to the karma by karma, and I cannot stop doing the karma. Always remember this. By doing karma like this, nitya and the naimitya karma, awareness before, during, and after, what is going to happen? That today you may be little bit agitated or excited, or you get too much busy in your business, and that busyness is business that makes you forget these principles. But if you follow these principles, you will remain relaxed. Why? Answer is why. There are past impressions for days and months and weeks, and also from the previous birth pulls me to do the karma. Those impressions will be relieved. By nature, if you say your nature is to do the business, your mind and your intellect and your body is totally engaged in the business. So since birth, or maybe from the previous birth, you got those impressions. So why we are doing the nitya karma? Another answer. Because that is my nature. So whatever is my nature, I need to do, I must do it as nitya and the naimitya karma. And that will exhaust the doership and the enjoyership. So again understand, can I end karma by karma? No. But can I leave the karma? No. So what karma I should do? Nitya and the naimitya karma. What nitya and the naimitya karma says, what exactly is my profession? What I am doing? at present, what exactly is my nature, what is my interest. So I bring them all together. That is my swadharma, that is my external nature in the society, in the family, in the profession. Let me continue to do it. But by understanding, goal is to remove all the past impressions by doing this, so the mind remains in peace all the time. And that too by fire of knowledge. Again, fire of knowledge. Fire of knowledge. Where the fire of knowledge works, intellect. Take intellect as just a knowledge. Knowledge is clarity. Understanding is clarity. Clarity is filtering, classifying. Not me, me. So now this is definitely me, so let me continue. What I am not the body. I am not the doer. That is me. I am not the enjoyer. Now see another part. Let us go a little deeper into this. So the master is saying, can I end karma by karma? No. Every karma will cause fruits if I cannot end the karma, and good and bad. So here is the take. Gita, Jnanagnidagdha karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. That person is a wise seeker. He understands the journey of the Eastern wisdom. Who? Jnanagnidagdha karmanam. You are burning the doership, enjoyership, desire in the fire of knowledge. How? By means of feeling inside, by means of thinking inside. It's known as bhavana, you can say it bhavana, you can say it emotion, you can say it thought. In every thought, speech and action, I am aware. What I am aware? Before that I was aware I am the doer. Now I am aware I am not the doer. In the beginning, it will look like as if it is too much, but gradually the mind replaces these thoughts with the feeling, and internally you will feel I am not the doer. Question is why? Why we are doing this? That is the beauty of the Eastern wisdom. Now you are a seeker, so we'll have a very right argument, question and answer. Why? Simple answer: to help realize that real self is not the doer and enjoyer. The real self is not seeking anything. Real self is not desiring. Real self is not crazy. That is why we have to do like this. We have to filter out everything. A cup has to be empty to fill something there. If the cup is already full, we cannot put anything. And what it is full, that cup is the mind. Mind is already full with I am the doer, I am the enjoyer. So it needs to be removed. Intellect, knowledge, fire of knowledge. So the master is saying fire of knowledge can end karma forever. What is that knowledge? Now answer yourself. What is that knowledge when we say fire of knowledge? So tell me, what is that knowledge that brings an end to? You have repeated millions of times. I am the real self.
Yes, knowledge of real self.
So mind lives that, I am the real self. Come on. Ego says you are the doer. No, I am the real self. Fire of knowledge. Fire of knowledge. What is that knowledge? Knowledge of the real self. Janaka, the great king Janaka, was the highest regarded master. Did everything as a king. He was ruling a very big king. You are running a small business. What a big deal. Look at it. Yajnavalkya had 2 wives. He was a minister in the kingdom, ruling everything, giving justices to a lot of people. Rama, Krishna, lived his entire life. Can we not live? Yes. What that means now? Again, go a little deeper. So it means we need a constant awareness within. 2-pointed awareness. I am neither the doer nor the enjoyer at the mental level. Second, I am the real self. Otherwise, the mind will continue. Okay, you say that I am not the doer, but I am angry. So I am already the doer. I am agitated, but I am not the doer. Come on, you are agitated means you are the doer. No, I am anxious, but I am not the doer. Come on, you are the doer because you are anxious. Now go back to yama and niyama. That is why I say yama and niyama is the beginner. You are totally a stranger to the Eastern wisdom. Every master will say non-violence, violence, but we do not understand. It will take us to the higher level. So there the problem is the violence means I am the doer. Anxious means I am the doer. What about if I am working for peace? Peace is my essential nature. What a great deal. Continue working. Do you see? Understand it clearly. You are a seeker. I love peace. Peace is my essential nature. That's why I like peace. So if I'm working on the peace, what a great deal. I'm anxious because I'm a doer. I'm reacting because I'm a doer. So I'm a doer. What the doer is looking, it has a feeling that I will enjoy after doing this. So doer and the enjoyer will come. So I'm seeking a fruit. So that is why I am anxious. That is why I feel insult. That is why I feel praise. That is why I experience appreciation. That is why I want a recognition in the society. Look at it. That is why I'm seeking a recognition. Recognition is also a wealth. Oh, my goodness. The mind is always playing a trick with me. Play a trick with the mind. From today. Yes, someone appreciates. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But remember, you don't get appreciation everywhere. You might be insulted. So take both of them together. So that is second level. Treat, insult, and praise equally. Goal is the same, but here it is a very higher, pinpointed, subtle level of awareness. Now I understood. Now I take my anxiety, my reaction, my insult, my praise, my recognition, my wealth. Finished. Jnanagni dagdha karmanam. Jnanagni, fire of knowledge. Fire of knowledge. What a beautiful way. He's saying that just by thinking with that feeling, but before thinking and feeling, I have a correct understanding. I am treating the mind. So I have a right knowledge, I have a clarity, I have to classify, I have to filter out. Filter out from doing. You see that again, if I use the same Yasya sarve samarambha. I start doing any work by default without awareness. The mind takes us to become a doer and enjoyer. It's very clear. It's very clear. Just a minute, I can give you a. So come back. Yasya sarve samarambha. So what Krishna is saying, during the waking state, can I start living consciously? Can I become aware of the karma before I do it? Samarambha, beginning. So if I don't do it, mind will take us to Kamya karma.
Yeah.
Doer and the enjoyer. So it means, if I follow this, I live in meditation 24/7. It does not mean that I should not do the practice meditation. Let me continue doing the meditation, but now waking up, nitya and the naimitya karma. Finished. I become aware, this I have to do, convert that into nitya and the naimitya karma. That feeling is there inside, the thought is there, let me perform this karma, focus on the karma, done. It will only happen when it will happen. Kama sankalpa vivarjita. Kam means desire, sankalpa means attachment and detachment, likes and dislikes. If we drop that, then only it will happen. So what will happen? The fire of knowledge we are talking. So the intellect becomes more aware, more alert, more attentive, that there is no content of a desire, there is no content of likes and dislikes, they are dropped completely. The mind goes to Kamya karma and now Nitya karma, and now I am performing all my activities, doing all the karma in line with the Nitya karma. What is going to happen? You will experience that you are never tired. Why? Because I am not the doer and enjoyer, because I am not the body, and hence body is an instrument. Can the car ever say I am tired? Yes, it needs repair and maintenance. I physically work for 12 hours. Let me take rest. Rest and activity should be balanced. Same thing, we ask the car for a service. And we take it so casually. Service means food, service means rest, service means drinking, water, or something else, depends on people to people. You see how relaxed you are now? How calm even after understanding that part. So kama sankalpa vivarjitaha. I just got a call yesterday from a girl that, I know what is Eastern wisdom, what is Vedas and Upanishads. I said, thank you very much, then we are at the same level. So, I have heard about you, so why can you teach my 13-year-old daughter? So now you see that, I wanted to joke, but that was the first meeting. When you know everything, why don't you teach? Then she answered that. I asked mentally, but she answered that, you already know that. It's a very well understanding that, the no kids learn from their parents. And I said, I understand that also. Now, why I raise this issue? When I start living like this, I am already setting an example in my family to my kids and children. So those people who are interested, they will learn by an example. Now, this is what is going to happen. So I understood where is the problem. She is very intelligent. She works with some big financial company. And I said, okay, I'm ready. So I wanted also to joke. So you teach my kids and I will teach your kids. But that does not happen. It only happens when I have a fire of knowledge. In that, I live into that state. You are totally relaxed when you are talking to your daughter. Doer, enjoyer, desire, expectations, all are gone. Kam sankalpa vivarjita jnanagni dagdha karmanam. Now you have burnt all the karma that is related to the body in the fire of knowledge. Tamahu, tamahu, panditam buddha, tamahu, panditam buddha. Tamahu, panditam buddha. So, tamahu, panditam buddha. Tamahu, panditam. Then, what happens? Krishna says that person is wise. Means he is this great seeker. And I have been repeating, the seeker never fails in the journey. I have to become a seeker. What is happening? Again, something is coming. I think I should talk about those maybe known as higher principles. Why we talk a lot about guru, 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 guru. We say Krishna is the Adi Guru, the greatest Guru. The Guru word is always there. In every text, in the primary text, or I would say in majority of the text, the adoration, prayer, or you can say gratitude to the Guru is always given in the very first verse. But what is the secret behind it? I can now talk about it. Otherwise, if I say to a non-seeker, he will say, okay, then why the hell you are with me?
Guru, it's real self, so I
Guru
have to...
Now see, in a practical terms, here is a seeker, here is a guru, and here is a knowledge. So what guru does? That needs to... What is the meaning of guru? Ignorance to wisdom. That is 100% clear. That is how we explain and define. So what a real physical guru in the manifestation with the body does, he begins the journey and he minimizes his role between the knowledge of the real self and the seeker. So what happens? Then you becoming a seeker, and the seeker continues to focus on the knowledge, on the knowledge, on the knowledge. Then the knowledge and the seeker becomes one. What is that knowledge of the real self? And now when he looks at the Guru, he finds there is real self, my real self, your real self, it is all one. So modern teaching, Taras, modern teaching demands, no, I'm teaching. This is what you have to learn. And this is how you have to qualify and get a degree. But here, that is not there. Guru minimizes the rule so that knowledge enters into the head of a seeker and the seeker reaches to that state. That is the rule. How we start? Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara. Because the person in ignorance is looking at the Guru outside as a physical body. So, okay, physical body, then touch my feet. Then touch my feet. Because you claim that I am a physical Guru. You don't see inside. You are not prepared for a knowledge. Now go back to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Yama and Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pranayama, and then they say it is external yoga. It is all external preparation. The way you prepare for meditation, you close your room, let a fragrance, and then sit, prepare your body comfortable, and then you start meditating. This is all external preparation. But it is required. It is required for those who are not ready at this moment. So the role, you see, Guru, ignorance, wisdom, that is the main function. How it can be expressed through the knowledge in the text by the physical teacher to bridge the gap between the knowledge and the seeker. How to bridge the gap? To remove the ignorance. Knowledge in the text cannot remove the ignorance even if you study. So teacher has to personalize it. Teacher has to personalize it. And that is what Gita has done. It is such a beautiful thing. All other Gitas are also the same thing. But the Gita has done in 18 chapters, he talked about 18 different types of Gita. All are different types of Gita. To summarize, understand another part, the first chapter of the Gita is known as Vishad Yoga. Vishad means suffering yoga. You can say fear yoga. You can say insecurity yoga. That is the Vishad Yoga. The name of that chapter in the end, when you study, who has named this? It is also important to understand in this context that our great masters like Shankaracharya and other great masters, after thorough contemplation and understanding, in the end of every chapter, they have named that this chapter concludes. What is the name of the chapter? The Vishad Yoga concludes. Second chapter, Jnana Yoga, Sankhya Yoga concludes. Third chapter, Karma Yoga concludes. Fourth chapter that we are doing, Sannyas Karma Yoga concludes.
But first chapter is suffering of Arjuna.
Suffering, suffering, yes, suffering. But he is a great seeker. Normally what happens when we suffer, we have fear. I'm scared of you, so I'll fight with you. Arjuna is saying, no, why should I fight? I'm putting an argument. Why should I fight? You guide me. Answer me. Should I fight or not fight? So your intellect is still aware. You are aware. You are not paying attention to the world outside. You are paying attention to inside. Suffering. So suffering becomes yoga when you have a right knowledge in the intellect. Otherwise, the suffering remains as it is. Suffering remains. So now look at the lower level of a seekers or non-seekers, or everyone is a seeker who wants to bring an end to the suffering. That is very clear. Not only you, me, your daughter, even the born baby, they cry, they want to bring an end to the suffering. So everyone is a seeker. But do I recognize that I am a seeker? Arjuna recognizes from the very first chapter. He explained that he is so much of suffering, he is not in pain, everything happened to him, Now, Krishna, guide me. So that becomes, suffering becomes the suffering yoga. You see that? That is the beauty. That is the clarity and understanding. We have to understand Gita not simply by translating the word by word. Gita summarizes almost all the Upanishads. You know, Krishna copied some of the verses from Upanishads. So that is why we say Upanishads are the cream, are the gem, are the final teachings. So let the time come. We may pick up one Upanishad in the beginning after concluding, especially the 4th, 5th, and the 6th chapter. When we complete the 6th chapter, 6th chapter is all about meditation, 24/7. So people just read it and study it. Now, if you have a chance, just go through it. So then we will understand how come he says it is Dhyana Yoga. 6th chapter is all about meditation, clarity about meditation. And 18th chapter is the summary of the entire 17th chapter. So that is all for today.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.